Yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls offense takes the field for the first time today. Wants to throw. It's Gray. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So FIU's offense will have its first possession of the game. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number 1 for this offense in this one, get him as many touches as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Jackson.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got it in the middle, it's Dawson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Florida International! Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blackburn. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough space. Touchdown, Temple. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Quick strike touchdown, comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Jackson. Find some fresh air. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to throw. It's Kennedy. Finds the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Caught in the backfield, it's Nelson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Let's talk for just a second about Temple. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent, and high school talent that can come in that, you know, they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
The kick is on its way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Offense with jumbo personnel. On the run, it's Jackson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Sends it back in motion. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got room to work. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the... five-yard line. They rip. $15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Kennedy. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. There have been mini-series, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown, demoralizing.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. You want to talk about ending the first quarter on a bang. A huge chunk play before they finally get him out of bounds to end the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might as well give it to him again. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lewis. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play. Officials agree and overturn the call. On first down from the 13-yard line. On the ground, it's Jackson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Got it behind the line. It's Warren. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There he goes. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Dropping back, it's Gray. The throw to the outside is complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's think for just a moment about Temple. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger program.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Temple lining up to punt it away.
Number 37, on to punt it away.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs, keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Dawson. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. The Panthers are on the move. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. It's complete on the right side. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that early. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man. It's Irvin. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Blackburn. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To throw, it's Gray. Under fire. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Smith takes the handoff. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by a field goal over Minnesota. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for a man. It's Kennedy. Finds his big tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Dawson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
Hands it off. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Kennedy. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Caught near the sticks. It's Dawson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. In the red area, it's Warren. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paulo, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Caught behind the line. It's Nelson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Temple lines up quickly. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back to pass, it's Gray. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Blackburn. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. He'll pull it on the read. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready.
And he takes it in for the score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Kennedy. It's complete to the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The give is to Smith. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
First down, Temple.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Carried by the running back.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
To the air, it's Gray. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the fullback. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up that he finally gets to touch the football.
And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls it in. It's Carter. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for space, it's Warren. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Let's go. Give to the single back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Run it with the fullback. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the 1st?
That's a nut.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, FIU. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Minnesota. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Pulls it in. It's Nelson. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Turning it on! Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Got his man. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The quick out. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert him through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dawson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the 1st down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
He'll go up top. Maybe you deciding play here. He wants a big play here late. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Irvin. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Blackburn. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat.
Touchdown Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Back to throw, it's Proctor. Trying to set up the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be for the win. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.